Hi, so Advanced Spreadsheets Weekly Revision continues with Section 2 dealing with formatting in the CIA manual. Pages 15 and 22 cover these areas. So question 4 is asking us on the split worksheet, which is obviously in the revision workbook still, remove the horizontal split bar. And then it asks us to hide the finances info worksheet and finally copy the stock worksheet so that the copied worksheet becomes the first worksheet in the sales link workbook. Bit of a mouthful that last one, but easy enough to do. So let's go and do it if you want to come along with me. So this time we're going into the revision to begin with, but be aware there is a sales link workbook as well. So let's go into revision to start with. We're in the revision workbook. We're going into the split worksheet. You can see that it looks a bit odd around here because it's split. There's two sides to this. In the view tab you can see the split occurring there, depending where the intersection of the cell is, so what cell's clicked on when the split occurs. And in this case it wants us to remove the horizontal split bar, not the vertical, which is here. So we double click on there and that disappears. So that's the first part done. If we click on these three little dots here, we can see all the other sheets that are available because it wants us to right click on the finances info and hide it. So we do that and hide that sheet, and if you right click you can see any sheets that are hidden in a workbook if you need to. So we've hidden that, so that's the second part done. The final part is it wants to copy this worksheet and put it in the start of another workbook called Sales Link. So I'm just going to minimize this workbook and open up the Sales Link. So that is now open and ready. As you can see, there's a tab there. So we're going back to, if we click in here in the cell at the bottom, we can see the two workbooks. So I'm going back into the revision, right click on the stock worksheet and then go to move or copy. Make sure if you're doing a copy that you tick the create a copy straight away, because otherwise you could forget and miss that. And that means that you're just going to move it, not copy it. Because we have the other workbook open, we can see that workbook in the drop down to book, which is what it's titled there. If we didn't have that open, then we would only be able to put it into a new workbook, because that's all that would be available. So if we click on the other workbook there, and then we have the positioning here, so it says before sheet sales. So it does want it to be the first worksheet in the sales link spreadsheet or workbook. So we're going to leave it there, click on there so it goes in before there and OK. And then you can see that the sales link workbook is open where we've put the stock and it's coming in as the first sheet. So that's copying the stock worksheet as the first worksheet in the sales links, and we also removed a split bar and hid a worksheet. So that's question 4, and we're going to move on to the next one now. Thank you.